Okay, so what we're going to be looking at now is this is with homework help number 2, and with this one I will be going through a few problems in each set. So we'll start with this one. So the first question asks, which of the expressions below are equivalent to 16x to the 8th? Make sure you find all the correct answers and show your work. So we'll just go through a couple of these and see what it is. So we'll start with C, be the first one. So we've got 2x squared, and that whole thing is taken to the 4th power. Now remember, when you take an expression with an exponent and you're taking it to another exponent, you've got to give the outside exponent, this 4, to each part on the inside. So you're going to have 2 to the 4th, and then you have x squared, what's from the inside, and then you're going to multiply it by the number on the outside. So you're multiplying it by that new exponent. So now 2 to the 4th would be 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, 8, times 2 more, 16. So we've got 16, and then it would be x, 2 times 4 is 8. So 2 times 4 is 8. And this would be your work and your answer, and then you'd want to say that this C is equivalent to what we're looking for, 16x to the 8th. So let's do another one. Let's go with B. Okay, we'll do B in blue. Okay, so B will be in blue, and so we've got 8x squared times 2x6. Okay, since we're multiplying, all we have to do is multiply the numbers out front. So 8 times 2 is 16. And then with the exponents, since we're multiplying exponent straight across, we're not taking an exponent to an exponent like over here. What we'll do is we'll just go 2 plus 6. And 2 plus 6 is 8. So here you would add the exponents. 2 plus 6 gets you 8. And again, that's another equivalent to it. Okay. One last one, we'll do F as well. Okay, so we've got 1/16 x to the negative 8th, that whole thing taken to the negative 1. And so this negative 1 power is going to be dropped onto both. So 1/16 to the negative 1. Since it's a negative, we're going to take the fraction and we're going to make the reciprocal. So we're going to take the top number and move it to the bottom, and we're going to take the bottom number and move it to the top. So we're kind of switching positions with this fraction. We're taking the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 1/16 is just 16. Okay. And then we have x to the negative 8 times negative 1. Negative 8 times negative 1 is 8. And so that would be for that one. Okay. Moving on to number 2. So write each expression without using zeros or negative exponents. So we're going to do B and C for this one. Okay, so B, we have 7 to the 0. Anything taken to the 0 power is always 1. So if you ever see anything taken to the 0 power, you can just change that number or the variable to 1. That's all it is. Okay. So anything taken to the 0 power is 1. And then when we have a negative, so 5 to the negative 2nd, okay, you create a fraction, so 5/1. It changes positions and the exponent turns positive. So the bottom, or the number on the top, moves to the bottom with the exponent, and the exponent becomes positive. So your new answer would be 1/5 squared and 5 squared is 25. So your new answer would be 1 over 25. Alright, the next one, what we have here is that we have kind of like our algebra tiles, and we want to find our area, or find the missing length. So we're going to do the first one and the last one, or the first one and the third one. There's another one on your homework, but it's just not on this image. So here, what we're going to do is to find this area. Remember, the area of a rectangle is the length times the width. Okay. So we're going to multiply one side by the other side. Well, here, x times x squared. So since this is x to the first times x squared. You add the exponents, getting you x cubed. And that would be the area of this first rectangle. All right, now the next one, they give us the area, and we have to find the missing length. So what we have to do is, it tells us the area here is x squared. So we've got to think x times something gets us x squared. Well, you can think of, okay, the powers. We're going to be adding the powers together. So 2, since we have an n power of 2, and we already have a 1, you kind of have 2 is equal to 1 plus x, solve for x, which you can probably figure out is 1. So that means that we have, our other length would be x to the first power. Okay. X to the first power would be our length, or just x. Alright, number 3 on the back of it. So what we have here is, we're given shapes with algebra tiles, and we have to find the perimeters of them. And some of these are a little difficult to see, and so we will do A to start. Okay. Alright, so the left and right sides are a length of 1. Okay. So it's 1 here, and it's 1 here. And now if you look, we have a length of x and x, x and x, y and y, and then we have other squares right here, which means we got 1, 1, 1, 1. So now, for our perimeter, when we write this out, we have 1 plus x plus 1 plus y plus 1 plus x plus 1 plus x plus 1 plus y plus 1 plus x. Okay. And now we want to simplify. So this is the last part. It says simplify as much as possible. So how many 1s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. How many x's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would have 4x with the big 4 out front. And then we have 2 y's. So plus 2y. And that would be our perimeter.